Hello and welcome to the Beat Bun episode 41. It's the new year, it's 2017. We're back, we're live and in effect, and probably not live because it's a podcast.
Pre-recorded.
Either way, we are here and it is 2017. So, I'm your host Baron Marf and I'm joined, as always, by the legend himself, my compadre in arms, Angry Link. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty
Happy
good.
New Year. How you doing?
Happy New Year. So 4 out of 5 of those statements were true.
And that's how I mean to carry on this year when informing the general public.
To be honest, yeah, I was
most of that's probably right.
Yeah. Was it the general public part? I don't know.
Yeah. So gaming year, end of the year. There's a lot going on.
Done. Yeah.
What were you hammering?
Well, Astroneer dropped a little early access game.
Right.
Popped up on the radar a few weeks before. So it's a weird little early access survival game. You are the titled Astroneer.
Okay.
You're sent down onto a procedurally generated planet.
Sounds familiar.
But it's less of going to the same different planet and more just a case of working on getting your resources together so you can expand your base, so you can then build more stuff to eventually build a shuttle and go to another planet and do the same thing.
So eventually you build a planet and take over the universe?
I don't know. Obviously it's one of those, I don't know what the point is. So it's a bit like No Man's Sky, but at least No Man's Sky's got, he's the centre of the universe that's billions and billions of light years away.
Head for that.
Yeah, so you've got that at least. But no, it's not a bad little game actually. It's quite good fun. I mean, it's very ropey. They're looking that it's going to be in early access for a good 18 months, maybe 2 years.
Oh, right, okay.
But then obviously you've got the feature sets that are going to get added later on. So it's one of those that's going to grow a bit and hopefully tighten the screws here and there.
How much time do you spend on it?
I've probably done about 15 hours because I started up one character just to get the grips of it all, and then I started up a new one so I could do it properly.
Sounds like it's kept you entertained. So cool.
Yeah, well, until the next one on my list dropped.
Which is?
Well, it dropped around the same time, but
go on.
GTA Online.
Oh.
Obviously, set before Christmas, and it wasn't it. I think the week before we broke. That I was looking forward for it to drop because it's something that could actually be interesting and fun to do, and it is. It's good laugh. I mean, it's pretty much standard GTA fare. So obviously, it's an open lobby, free roam mode.
But I was on this as well, so this is one of my games or should have been one of my games for the new year, was the whole sort of hammering these crazy ass vehicles.
Yeah, but I know I haven't seen you at all, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we are covering that in the...
we are covering that a bit later on, but either way...
Poke it and stamp it and smush it a bit.
But they did drop some interesting shit within the game.
Yes. Obviously you've got the 60-car executive office garage, so you should now have no problem for space. It's damn expensive, but GTA Online, that's the way it goes. They've got to get those shark card sales somehow. But the actual garage itself, the import-export garage, isn't that bad. All in all, I think you've got a varying range of expenses, but the cheapest one's like $1.5 million. So it will cost you over 12 quid to buy, but it's not that hard to earn that kind of money nowadays anyway.
You can chip away at it.
But yeah, no, it's good. The only thing that I'd say that they need to tweak is the payout systems for workers, for people helping you out.
It's pretty crappy.
Because unless you've got one of the car collections, it's just like $6,000. And I'm doing it to help out, but I'm not doing it sitting here fucking 4 hours just selling all of your garage for nothing.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah.
But no, other than that, been trying the Criminal Mastermind.
Oh, right, okay. So for those who don't know, this is smashing through all the heists without dying, isn't it?
Yeah, all in order, with the same team, without dying.
How's it going?
It's been put on hiatus.
Right, okay.
Indefinitely, as far as I can see. But no, it's one of those... I mean, it's been a while since I've gone through the heists.
Yeah.
And we've never really given, when we've travelled for it, it's BDP all the way, isn't it? It's go big or go home, and generally it's go home in a body bag. And
yeah. Every time for me, I'm in the bag.
So yeah, it's been tough. I mean, there's been a few stupid mistakes and a couple of mishaps with Rockstar servers which haven't helped. But it was a definite challenge. Obviously, one of the characters or cats that we were rolling with, he's never done the heist before, so it's a bit of trial by fire, really.
Well, it serves you right, frankly.
Yeah, I know. I did. We was talking about, obviously, before the podcast, I was talking about it, and I said the same thing. It's one of those, but it's lesson learned. We'll crack on. Move forward.
GTA, baby.
That's it.
It's GTA.
It has been good fun, though. I do have to admit, it's been tense and enjoyable at the same time.
Have you been playing anything other than GTA?
Yes, I did. I picked up a couple of games in the sale. One of them being Sword Art Online.
So
Hollow Realization. Yes,
Sony
PS4.
Right,
PS4 sale. Do you know I've not picked up anything from the Xbox sale?
Okay.
Because I know pretty much the only thing I'm going to be playing on my Xbox is GTA.
Yeah, true.
So why
so
bother?
Sword Art Online?
Yes, well, I love the anime.
Right.
So I was really intrigued by it, and then obviously there's this thing with the character that's inside the game that's hooked up to Twitter, and if you allow access, it'll go through and scan your Twitter feed or whoever's Twitter feeds they've allowed access to, and it will help form the personality. I mean, I've not really played it a great deal because GTA, maybe about 4 hours, 5 hours. So obviously it's a standard sort of JRPG, so there's many, many more of those to come.
So there's got to be like some synthesized Twitter accounts out there to make characters go in particular ways.
It's not, it's just one character, it's not a series of them, but hopefully it doesn't go the way of the Microsoft experiment that basically you could teach it stuff by tweeting at it, and it turned within 24 hours from this really sweet, innocent chatbot to this horribly misogynistic, racist asshole.
Yeah. That's what happens.
It's a different system from that, so it's not. It's just you can't teach it anything. Essentially, it just learns itself. So there'll be safe words and things to avoid. This is Japan, so hopefully they've been fairly fastidious with it.
Do not allow the use of the word massage.
Yeah, it could get creepy. I've not seen anything yet, but again, I've only been playing it for about 4 hours, so still a lot to. Again, I try and choose my words carefully with that one. But
see what comes out the wash.
yeah, okay, yeah. That I think that's pretty much a good summarisation. But the final one is, again, as always, a bit of Pro Evil. Enough said, really. Just it's football. It goes from one end to the other. Maybe occasionally goes in the goal. Goes out occasionally. Gets thrown back in.
It's football.
Football. Yeah.
Cool.
But other than that, yeah, it was finishing up with Christmas bollocks at work, and obviously working on some new ideas for the year ahead.
Indeed, yeah. Cool. So,
how about yourself? Because you haven't been on GTA, you've been avoiding me.
Well, no, I have been on GTA. I haven't been avoiding
you. You've been avoiding everyone.
My network connection has been avoiding staying in parties and other things. But anyway, more about it later. But the long and the short is GTA hasn't worked.
I just have to interlude. Don't forget, Xbox Live is the service you can rely on.
Yes, as voted most reliable network by some obscure names that Microsoft was founded.
It's people that work at Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I've been hitting up a variety of games actually. I've been on a bit of Batman the Arkham Collection, just starting to chip my way through the beginning of those again, just to have a little...
What's that? Is that yes?
No, it's just 1 and 2.
Yeah,
the first.
Of course, yeah, because it's obviously
Arkham
the Xbox
City and
Asylum.
Yeah. Asylum, yeah, awesome. So just started chipping away at Asylum, and then we'll go through those in order. Also, in the sale, I've been waiting for ages for Deadpool to get to a reasonable price. I knew there was something not right with it, but I like Deadpool, wanted to play it. It came to a reasonable price. I've been playing a bit about it.
A reasonable Craptivision price.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it was still what?
18 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm going to really piss you off. I found it on Amazon, physical copy. I know you're moving away from discs, but it's the perfect game. It's an Activision game. They're always ones you want to buy on disc, so you can get rid of them. 14 quid. Damn.
Well, at least I've got a copy of this.
Forever yours.
Forever, yeah. So, but also there's been a lot of, dare I say it, Horde Gears of War.
Oh, right, Gears, yeah.
Horde.
With
That shit's
a
been
D.
going down. I mean, thick and fast. And in fact, next week I want to do a little something on Gears because it's such an epic game. It's been going on. We've got to hit it up. So yeah, just absolutely loving the Gears at the moment. Needs to be explored. But anyway, that's about it really. And all in all, just a general Yuletide period. Yeah, it's been good.
Bit Dead Rising as well, haven't you? Did you
hit it up
finish
just
that?
before Christmas? Yeah. Didn't mash through the storyline, but did complete one act and clocked up something like 103 hours. Just doing that one
I was going to
act.
say, has anybody completed the game yet?
I don't think I've been playing the game. I've just been collecting all the blueprints and then using those.
I thought you was going to say collecting all the zombies. That one's mine now. Bam!
Smash that one. Oh, look, there's another one over there.
And there'd be like 3 of them left. Oh, where's Gary gone?
When you're on like a 400 hit combo or a 600 hit combo, it's just like,
where are they?
Yeah,
come on,
it's
swinging
amazing.
madly.
But that all happened kind of prior to the Yuletide period. But anyway,
cool.
So there it is. Look, we ought to bust on over to our news.
There's been a long period, but very quiet. I found not been a great deal, but some good little nuggets.
Yeah. So let's shift on over. But the Bills Big 3, baby, here we are yet again. And do you know what? News has been limited over the Yuletide period, as you'd expect it to be.
Yeah, it's only really started picking up probably this week, really.
Yeah. What are we hitting for our first bullet hole?
Well, funnily enough, everything that we've got is all from this week. Some interesting developments from Sega of Europe.
Okay.
They have registered some domain names.
Is it more Sonic shit?
No, thankfully. Saying that, I did see some stuff in Sonic Mania. It does look good. It's an old new Sonic. It's brilliant. It's what it needs to do. But anyway, back to the original story. They may have plans for some HD remasters, remakes of the Shenmue twosome.
Yeah,
twosome.
Yeah, go twosome.
Menage.
Okay, so like finally we're going to see.
Well,
everyone's been going. Oh! I'd love to play through those again.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to do it.
Well, I'm thinking it could be they might be doing a Naughty Dog, and the supposed December 2017 Shenmue 3 release will not be happening because it's only really gone into like massive full-scale production, I think, in the last couple of months.
They've got one problem with this. I know what you're going to say. So basically you think they're going to go the whole sort of...
Shenmue HD collection.
Yeah, Uncharted.
Yeah.
Drake's collection, yeah. I think there's only one problem with that. And it's kind of like, I guess, my one feeling about Shenmue is that the games were shit.
No, brilliant.
No. The games to play them were generally shit. Like they were at a time when 3D was only really maturing. So It wasn't sharp, it wasn't solid, it wasn't graceful, it was clumsy and clunky. And although the idea of the game was brilliant and the storyline was interesting and the whole concept was great, that particular era of gaming, only certain instances did 3D gaming work solidly and well. And I think if you went back and played those earlier games now, you'd just be like, this is hard work. You'd be you'd only be there for complete and utter like memory lane journey.
Nah, it'd only be on the forklifts. They were always a dick though.
Working?
No, just the races. It was just always a dick.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I just like you say. It's mainly the story that keeps me interested. And the quick time events. You got to love those quick time events.
Oh my god! He pushed the crate over.
That's his legacy. That is Shenmue's legacy.
Yeah, thank you, Shenmue.
But no, I'm all game for him. To be honest, I really, really want to. Like I say, I'd rather see it go the Drake's Fortune route and actually remake them and bring the. I mean, I'd like to see. Obviously, you've got Yu Suzuki's working on 3. You can bring all of the models from that. Bam, there you go. It's the same. It's the same character, but with just a high resolution model. I don't know. It could just be just tying it all down. It could never materialise, but I'm thinking it's to do with a elite slip for 3.
I'd like to see them do something like Final Fantasy VII remake.
They are doing, aren't they?
But I mean, to that.
Oh right, yeah.
No, I mean, as in for Shenmue, I would like them to say.
Yeah. Oh, right. We're gonna redo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a more modern way. Yeah, I mean, it could go that way. I mean, again, I'm just speculating on fucking domain names.
Yeah, but I love a bit of speculation. I love it.
Because there's no smoke without fire. Also, another domain name register, Eternal Darkness as well. I forgot about that
really?
when Nintendo renewed. That's the one. There we go.
Yeah.
Get those words right.
Cool.
So yeah, some interesting times are abound ahead of next week. Obviously, well, this week, later on in the week, it's going to be an interesting Switch reveal, yes. Yeah. And some games, actual proper games other than Zelda.
We'll see.
We know Just Dance is definitely there.
Thank God. Whew. Right, moving over to our second bullet hole for this week. It's Just Cause 3. So this is a bit of another game which just keeps on giving and giving and giving, but not freely. You have to buy it usually. But this is a free update. And this update allows you to do multiplayer. Yes. So just like they did in Just Cause 2.
But again, for PC.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not fail to get that little
hint
of disappointment out.
But I love the idea of it because it's such an epic game. It needs that magnitude of explosions going on with multiple people. It's a mod, at the end of the day. But it's now a formally released update rather than a mod. That
is the ultimate co-op game.
Yes.
I don't care for the whole GTA Online sort of 30 players all trying to kill each other or steal. No, just get 4 or 5 mates together and let's just go. Let's see how quick we can take out that airbase kind of scenario. And I love this whole. Do you remember the old McDonald's adverts with the chicken nuggets and they would dive bombing into the sauce? It's like tally-ho chaps, and you all jump out and that's it. Chucks away. And I love that idea of it. I mean, watching the trailer for it earlier, it's just it's a game that you need to play with a mate. Yeah. So badly.
But can I just say, I love the way that Just Cause 3 multiplayer update made you go to chicken nuggets, delving into sauce.
Into dips, yeah.
Chucks away. Jolly good. No, but yeah, amazing. We watched sort of a little video for it earlier.
Well, yeah, it was just a preview video, wasn't it? Because it's the beta, isn't it, for it? So it's obviously it's not obviously it never will be an official release, but it's not gone into full gold.
This was a rocky road. This wasn't going to happen, at one point. It kind of got. Well, the idea was like we were going to do it for Just Cause 3. Then it kind of got canned for a little bit because the lead developer
was headhunted.
Was kind of headhunted by Avalanche. And then out of nowhere, it's like, bam, there it is.
Yeah, because these, I would imagine these are the guys that did the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod.
Well, I think it was this Cameron Foote.
Yeah. So he's obviously, he's been in contact. They worked alongside Avalanche to make it happen. So obviously Avalanche didn't have the resources or time to, obviously because of Just Cause 3.
But I mean, it's just great that they've cracked on with it because it sounded like it was a bit on soggy ground at one point, and people enjoyed it in the second one. Why not have it in the third? So.
Yeah, and I think with the addition of the suit and the wingsuit and the extra ways to, I don't know, destroy the world. Maybe,
we watched a guy in a wingsuit fly very close over the top of some helicopter blades.
It's just that whole game is just an example of Jesus Christ.
This is ludicrous. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely ludicrous. Great game. Okay, so shifting over to our third bullet hole for this week. How do you spell it, Link?
Wrong, if you do it the way I do. Rhyme.
Yeah.
But, looking at it looks right, doesn't it?
It looks better. Y-M-E, yes. Probably already taken there. Yeah. So instead, rhyme, as in R-I-M-E, yeah.
Has resurfaced.
Right, okay. So this was from back when, this game?
Well, we first picked up on this about 3 years ago. It was in one of the sizzle reels for PlayStation 4 exclusivity lot. Mm-hmm. Again, really badly worded there. But Tequila Works, the developers, obviously they're the ones who did, is it Guacamelee?
I think so, yes. Yeah. Yes, they did.
They released a new trailer to coincide with the news that the game is no longer a PS4 exclusive. So it's also coming to Xbox One and the Switch.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's a game about a young lad who wakes up on a mysterious island with no memories. It's a puzzle sort of action-adventure game. So I don't think there's any enemies, but obviously there's various actions you can do to scare wildlife and stuff. But it sort of, for me, it looks like it's taken a lot of cues from some of Team Ico's work. So it's going to, the story will sort of unfold as you go around.
It looked like a bit of the kind of a child of Team Ico's sort of GameWorks and Wind Waker.
Yeah, I very much got that vibe originally when I first saw the trailer. I mean, it's got a great art style though. It does look really good. Potentially great little story. Well, on the website it's got 2017 release. I had a look elsewhere. They were pushing May, but again, it's not a confirmed release. So maybe this year. Should be.
It's just nice to hear it's alive though, isn't it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I think this would be, like you say, a perfect game for the Switch. It's right out that kind of. It's not a hardcore game if you call it that. It's just, I think it would be a really cool, visually enjoyable puzzle game, sort of a cross between like The Witness and I don't know, but yeah, it looks good. Really interesting trailer. Really digging the art style, and just hoping it does drop this year.
Yeah, it'd be good if it does. I'm not confident though.
Well, I don't know. I think it's that one like they're doing with the Fallout one, like Fallout 4. It's just like, here's the trailer. Oh yeah, it's out in 2 months. Not necessarily obviously 2 months, but I think that yes, they're bringing it back with a new trailer. Obviously, they've got a big. I think the IGN first. They're doing a lot of over the next week or so with it. So yeah, I think it shouldn't be long. I think maybe a summer release, maybe autumn. Who knows? But looking forward to hearing more about it.
Yeah,
because it does look very, very interesting.
Do you know we've had a running theme through our news this week, and that is people like pushing through to deliver games which weren't, or things which weren't going to happen. Each one of them is just like, come on, keep fighting on through, guys. So good effort. Cool. And on that note, I guess we'll shift on over to some, on that positive note, let's move over to something a lot more negative on our What's the Beef?
Yes, let's bring it down a touch.
Good, let's do that. It's What's the Beef? And it's the first beef of the year 2017, and in fact it's actually beefy balls. I've got some beef, I'm going to lay this meat out, I'm going to beat this meat.
We can roll it up into little balls.
Yeah,
and then
beat the meat, yeah. So first meatball for my beef this week, and do you know what, I would like my I like having both consoles, okay? I like having the Xbox, I like having the PlayStation, I like being able to dance between the two. But the problem with having both consoles is you see how much each one of them is ripping you off when you see the sales. And it's all about the January sales, basically, and the deals which are out. There's a massive disparity between what's on the PlayStation and what's on the Xbox sales. Yeah. And I don't think it comes down to what deals they're getting from the people who are selling the games. I think it's down to how much margin they want to make on it. And I think it's pretty telltale, actually.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, because I mean, looking at the games, I mean, there's some good solid games in each of them. I mean, we saw The Last Guardian that's already reduced to 30 quid. I mean, the fact that it's obviously on the store, it's 50 quid. So that's a hell of a saving for a game that was out 3 weeks before the sales started.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's some big titles in the Xbox One as well. Obviously, you've got the...
sorry, just on The Last Guardian, but the reason being, though, is because it's shit, according to a lot of reviews. Yeah. People are saying it's a bit of a broken mess.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it?
Well said. But yeah, you were saying else on Xbox.
Obviously, you've got stuff like Watch Dogs 2 and The Crew with the Ultimate Edition with all the new updates. That's on there. So I mean, there's quite a bit of good stuff on them. But yeah, the changes in prices on some of them is.
I mean, let's have a little delve into some of those examples. I mean, we were looking at XCOM 2, weren't we?
Yeah.
They have a basic version. They have a digital deluxe version, and between the PlayStation and the digital, the basic PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation was like 25 quid.
Xbox was 31.50, but that was if you was a gold member.
Yeah, exactly.
So it'd probably been probably about 10% more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been to 35. Yeah.
Deluxe was a couple of quid cheaper on the.
Yeah, that one worked out a bit more. even, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, but all in all, it was still obvious that Xbox were trying to sort of shoot a few more quid out of us there. But the one that I found really, really worrying, the one which sort of hit me the big surprise, was all the Fallout 3.
Yeah, there was some big differences between
Fallout 4 content, you know.
Yeah, all of the DLC.
Yeah, like that Nuka World one, £6.50 on the PlayStation Store, £10.50 on the Xbox. Brutal.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we sort of just as a quick sort of roundup of, I think you could get all of the content on the PlayStation 4 with the DLC for just under 20 quid or just over 20 quid.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, like you say, Xbox are charging, or Microsoft are charging half of that for one.
Yeah.
So I hate to see how much the others cost.
Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous. And it's not just on, DLC, like games like, we said, XCOM 2, Mad Max, £3 cheaper here, Mirror's Edge, exactly the same thing again.
Yeah.
£3 cheaper, and it's just like I just walked away with that feeling that Xbox you're getting ripped off, but to what extent are you getting ripped off?
Well, to put it in a monetary sense, if you're on the PlayStation, you're walking away with another game if you buy 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly that. It is to that extent. I mean, all in all, I just generally feel that there's a bit we're being ripped off a little bit at the Xbox side of things. I mean, don't get me wrong, we did look at some other Xbox games. Some of the Xbox games were coming in a bit cheaper. There was like you said, The Crew. Watch Dogs 2 was considerably cheaper.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of exclusive to the Xbox store.
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
They've gone and tapped Ubisoft up, because Ubisoft are backing Xbox on it, because you get the Division DLCs early on the Xbox as well, isn't it? So I suppose there's that link. Yeah, I mean, it did generally seem to be that the PS4 was generally cheaper, but it just highlights that how much we are being bent over for it all.
Like I said, it's just when you walk away. I mean, you and I, we tend to live on the Xbox more than the PlayStation, and then when you walk away thinking, yeah, but the family that I've decided to side with seems to be ripping me off more. It's just a bitter taste. But anyway, so that's Meatball number 1. Meatball number 2, it's our favourite game. It's GTA.
Oh, it's just, well, the way I've got it outlined is GTA Online servers are fucked.
That's pretty good. I just went for janky mess, but they just weren't prepped for the holiday period at all.
I don't think it is. I mean, it's been an awful, terrible ball ache. I mean, trying to do this fucking criminal mastermind over the last couple of days has been a nightmare. Drop-offs, people cutting out the party, disconnects on the party chat. I mean, yeah, Xbox Live hasn't helped with it at all. Again, the most reliable service out there. Bearing in mind, I've not had my PlayStation drop off at all, and my PlayStation is Wi-Fi and my Xbox is hardlined.
Yeah.
So if I'd have expected it from the PlayStation because of the Wi-Fi shit, but no, it's just been a nightmare. Like you say, it's constantly struggling to keep the service active for me at times.
I mean, I was having situations where not only was it kicking me from the game, so you'd be mid-mission and it basically fucks it. And
GTA Online servers are unavailable at this time.
Yeah, exactly. So not only am I getting that, but also I'm getting kicked from the Xbox Live party as well.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of that.
It's like, why would that have to affect the other?
What is the issue? Is it Xbox Live? Is it is it some fuck up between the two?
So I went onto my router, I opened up to all the ports for Xbox, and then after that I found out there's some specifically that Rockstar advised for GTA. I opened those up as well, it was still happening, and I was like, do you know what? Fuck this. And that's when I went over to Gears, and why I spent so much time on Gears.
Don't blame you.
But what also kind of scared me a little bit, I wasn't sat home sweating about it, but was the fact that when I spoke to other people, they said, yeah, actually I've started to have that as well, and so have I, and I'm getting that now, and it's happened to me, and I've stopped playing because of this. And that was just in my small sort of, group of people.
Fraternity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I'm not technically proficient enough to understand or even explain the answers.
Just sort it out.
But I'm just trying to think, is it a case of too many people? that have jumped in, because we've seen loads and loads of low levels. Like we've had like level 3s and stuff like that popping up into the games, and I hadn't seen a level 3 for about a year.
But if you're somebody who's made a game which is so like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield or Battlefront, all these sorts of games, that they are played throughout the year. And there are going to be peaks and troughs, and those peaks and troughs are going to be reflective of the holiday period and evenings and stuff like that. So the fact, if you don't ramp up your servers to support higher throughput during those periods, you're fucking idiots. I don't care what anybody says, they should be doing that.
Not to be horrible, at Rockstar, but the amount of fucking money that they've made from GTA. Yes, you may not need those at Christmas, but you're fucking well going to pay for them. Because the fucking customers that have paid for this fucking service and have bought money and have continued to support the service are getting fucking stiffed.
Well, they deserve excellence. And
they deserve better.
They didn't get it over the Yuletide period. So I don't know whether it's they're not putting their hands in their pockets or something just went wrong behind the scenes, but just sort it out, Rockstar. Yeah. Just sort it out.
Or at least, Blizzard are really good at this. We were talking about when we were going through the podcast this morning, wasn't we? That they have an issue and a problem, they get in front of it. They get out to the community, they're in front of camera, they're putting up YouTube videos, they're releasing statements on websites, and they're saying, okay, yeah, we know that this is an issue, we're working on it, this is taking us fucking far longer than we wanted it to, we know how important this is, blah, 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 but they put the fucking issue to bed.
Yeah.
And then people go, alright, okay, you've got it, you know what's happening. Right, no worries. Okay, mate, well, when you get it sorted, give us a shout. And that's generally how Blizzard treats its fans and its community, and... Well, look at how many sales Overwatch got.
Yeah.
If you don't get that kind of commitment if you're a slack-ass piece of shit.
Yeah.
So no, I think it is, Rockstar just need to fucking sort it out.
Yeah, very much so.
Give the guy that you've left the whole job to a break and bring in a team.
Yeah, but whatever's going wrong, sort out. Just sort out. JFDI, as they say. Cool, okay, so we've got one final meatball for this week, and the meatball is Deadpool. So this is a game that I have been playing, okay? I wanted to play it for ages. It's always been like 45, 50 quid. It's an Xbox 360 game, which has been sort of
Here we go. I've got in brackets, remaster, lol.
Yeah. And... so it's been stupidly priced for ages. At one point it dropped to 28 quid. I'm like, that's still ridiculous.
That should be its standard RRP.
Yeah, and then it went down to something like 23 at one point, and I was like, no. And then at 18 I finally chipped in and said, look, I like Deadpool. I've heard the writing's quite good in it. I want to play it. And I put my $1 down.
You know that is going to be the cheapest price that you'll ever see it digitally.
Unless you, like you said, on buying a hard copy somewhere secondhand off eBay or something like that. But either way, digitally that's probably about as good as it's going to get. And what can I say? I personally think the writing is very, very good.
I was going to say, should we start positive?
Yeah.
I found it extremely enjoyable.
Yeah, very funny
to watch, not to play. So. Little bit of a backhanded compliment there, I suppose, but there's some great lines and, like you say, brilliant writing. Voice work, I've unfortunately come into it having been introduced to Deadpool as Ryan Reynolds.
That's right.
So I kind of expect to hear Ryan Reynolds, and he does kind of make that his own.
Yeah, he does own it, yeah.
But Nolan North does do a pretty good job.
And he's not afraid to take the piss out of himself either.
No, God no.
There's a little bit in the intro where he basically just has a go at himself, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he prank calls himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So so all in all, there's some nice ideas behind there.
Yeah.
However, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna put it as gentle as I can. It's a fucking mess. It's a horrible, broken, janky mess.
Which is why I can't understand how they can charge or try to charge £45 for air quotes remaster, because it clearly hasn't been remastered.
It's honestly it runs worse.
Yeah.
It's so when I say runs worse, let's be a little bit more precise about this. I didn't tell you what the fault was with the game before I let you play it. I just let you play it and let you experience it. And there's a problem where it could be buffering, it could be loading, but the long story short, it stutters. And it stutters not just loading the section you're going into, it stutters in the middle of the level whilst you're stood in the arena fighting some enemies.
I'd probably say every 240 frames, it goes, shit. Are we supposed to carry on? Yeah. Fuck.
What frame rate are we at? Okay, let's do that then.
Yeah. It's just a horrible, janky piece of shit.
And it literally pulls you out of the game. You can't play it as a result of it. It's a complete broken mess. And I looked at that and I thought, do you know what? They're aware of that issue. Because obviously I've uninstalled it, I've reinstalled it, I have an external hard drive that I run it off. So I then installed it into my internal hard drive to make sure it wasn't just my external hard drive being funny. Always the same problem.
Yeah, because the problem was the game itself. Yes. I mean, it was a broken mess on the 360. That jankiness was there. It wasn't as bad, but then it almost seems that Activision have sort of turned around to High Moon Studios and gone, right, we need you to do the remaster for Deadpool. And it's like, well, we haven't got any time. We're busy with this. We've got this. It's like, you have to find someone to do it. And then they've gone, Jeff being the intern that makes the coffee, you got any coding experience?
Nope.
A little bit. In what? Right, fuck it, you'll do.
Yeah.
Just give us a shout if you need anything.
If somebody said to me, how have they put this together, the two words I'd use is duct tape.
I would say they've basically, that there's, we've got this software that will do this, that and the other, and they've just gone, yeah, right, fuck it, that'll do, and they've just put it through some really rudimentary, let's get it up and running. It runs at kind of 30 frames a second, done.
Duct tape.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it looks like to me. It's fucking horrible. And shame on High Moon, frankly. Shame on them for being part of this and saying, yeah, alright, I'm willing to do that port. If you knew you had a piece of shit and you couldn't put the lipstick on the pig, then you shouldn't have got involved. No. You shouldn't have gone to the prom.
But unfortunately, it's like that one, isn't it? It's Activision. It would have been, well, if you're not going to do it, you're no good to us, we'll shut your studio down. That there'd have been some bullshit behind it. Again, complete speculation. There's no actual evidence or founding of this this theory of mine, but Bobby Kotick.
It's just a horrible game, and I can strongly encourage anybody who's a Deadpool fan to just watch it on YouTube, and you'll have a better gaming experience.
No, make your own board game. You'll have a better Deadpool game. Yeah,
or just set it like to your money. Better game.
Yeah. Well, let's think of a few things you could do with the money that would be better than spending it on £18. What was it, £18? £18 could get you a really nice meal for two at Marks and Spencer's.
You could feed the poor.
You could feed some homeless men with that, or women and dogs. Unfortunately, they're children.
Or you could buy any number of games which is in the PlayStation. So
yeah, you could get. There was one that was like Dead Rising. Not Dead Rising. Dead Island. That was the first one was $2.50.
Look. The question of what we do with the money, I guess, is kind of irrelevant. The important thing is that
you've already spent it, so you can't do shit.
Yeah, exactly. Is that I'm fine? Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, can I get a refund? I've changed my mind. I haven't even installed it. I've not even started the game. No. But I haven't even installed it.
No.
By EU law, you have to allow me money back for that. No. But by EU law, you remember those terms of service you signed up to? Yeah, you don't.
Fuck. Yeah, we'll see what's that way. Either which way, I would say this is the first game I've ever bought, and I actually have entertained thinking I would like a refund on this because of how broken it is.
Yeah,
horrible situation. Anyway, look, let's wrap this shit up. That's the beef. That's the beef out of the way.
Moving on to more positive, forward-bearing.
Yes, some Uncharted. So let's whisk on over.
We should do.
Let's go. Uncharted territory. I just feel like it gets so ceremonious when we come into this bit here. So our Uncharted territory, this is where we ramble around basically and just free form some gaming talk, don't we? Just off the hip, relaxed. And
sorry, I'm trying to compose myself because that was fucking epic. That was brilliant.
Especially, well, you liked the intro.
Yeah, that was just holy fuck. Let's get to it. Just how you went from holy shit, the world's falling down to okay, it's fine, let's go.
It's Uncharted territory. It's the effect it has on me. It's such a beautiful thing. So we thought we'd have a little look and a hope for the new year, for the 2017, what we hope to see.
There's some huge games. I mean, even just this first quarter is massive. But we had to sort of wade through them.
Yeah.
Well, went for a top 5.
Yeah.
I kind of fucked that up and went for a top 6.
Good work.
Because, there's nothing there that I can't drop. Literally, I can't drop. I'm excited about all of those.
Right, okay.
So, it just has to be 6.
Do you want me to bat out mine first of all?
Yeah, I think so. This would be a good one.
Okay, so I've got 5. I stuck to the rules. I think that's what I do.
I'm a maverick.
I'm a conventionalist now. So first of all, top of the list, straight off the bat, and I mean top of the list.
So this is your top. Would you not want to do it proceeding order? Should we go from 5?
Do you want that?
I reckon we should build up. We should.
Okay, so 5 then. South Park, Fractured But Whole.
Do you know what? I completely forgot about it, but I know it's going to be great, so
yeah
it's fine.
It sort of dropped off of my sort of radar, and I've kind of forgotten about it, knowing that it wasn't going to be there for the end of the year.
Fucking slipped.
And now it's en route to happen imminently, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
March the 6th, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
So just around the bloody corner.
So literally that and Mass Effect. I was dancing between those two games for this particular choice, but I've gone South Park because I just love what Matt and Trey do.
I think that will be a less disappointing game.
Yeah. Maybe so. At number 4, I should say.
Sorry.
It's Red Dead Redemption 2.
Big show?
I'm just really interested to see what they're going to do with it. I mean, Red Dead Redemption is a fantastic game, and for me personally, I think it really started to outline the boundaries of what they were going to do with GTA Online, and it was a real sort of stepping point.
The clear blueprint with the whole posse mode.
And for me, if they did that with Red Dead Redemption 1, what they've done with GTA, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with Red Dead Redemption 2.
The only thing I can think is posse up, let's go guys, and it's just, I was talking about it, so I hope it's drop in and drop out multiplayer. I so do, that you can just step into the story, but then equally you can, like say, the Red Dead Online, and I mean, if it's anything remotely like how GTA runs, I mean, it's going to be a fucking blast.
Yeah. I
like the idea of rolling around just shooting up people in that mode, because it's not going to be about to make money to buy a fucking CEO building. Right, I've got my horse, I've got my guns, what more do I need?
Yeah.
Got my posse, let's go fuck some shit up.
For me, Red Dead Redemption 2 is my game of the year that I'm excited for. From just a sheer, I want to sit down with my controller and rinse that for a long period of time. That's the game for me for the year.
I think that could be potentially the co-op game of the year.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. And then probably at sort of number 3, it's the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what it is. I'm very, 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 very trepidatious with
I was
this.
going to say you're apprehensive that it's going to be enough.
I'm. We'll see. We'll find out within the week.
Yeah. Well, by the time you record, we'll have had a lot of juicy details drop with games and everything.
But with that comes the. It's funny because I've immediately disconnected it from any other console. It's also Breath of the Wild. It's really those two hand in hand are just essential.
Well, put it this way: if you had to get rid of one, would you get rid of your 3DS or your Vita?
Oh, Vita through and through.
And that's the kind of thing that I've got with the Switch is it's underpowered in comparison. Fuck me, it's underpowered in comparison to my phone. My phone will piss the visuals of the 3DS all day long, but I'd still rather have a 3DS to play games.
Damn right, yeah, without a doubt.
Because it's just that games are going to be solid for it, other than the third-party shovelware shit that will inevitably turn up. My only issue that I've got potentially is storage. Because these cards have got to be fucking huge, these cartridges. So we might even go back to the old days of the 50 quid cartridge.
I don't know. I think Nintendo are quite solid now at sort of stuffing all sorts. They set themselves a very small little boundary to work within. So
cartridges technology has moved on a hell of a lot since the 64.
Yeah, it might as well be a solid state.
Well, it's essentially what it is, isn't it?
Solid state drive, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, for me, all in all, the Switch, I'm excited to see what potential gaming there is with it. I'm excited to see the fact that what the control system's like. One thing I want to know is whether those controls are going to be adequate, because they've just tried to make them multiplayer. Are they going to for little people to take off and have in their hands? And I'm not really interested in that shit. I just want it to work solidly and feel like a good console.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to know what that's going to be like.
I hope when we were talking about this previously last year, we found some concept work that someone had done, obviously based off of Eurogamer's reports. And I love this idea that you had a Yokai Watch attachment where it's got the actual little controller bit is like the whatever it is that's in the game or the book, film or whatever it is. But I like the idea of little extra attachments, and the Joy-Cons you can get like a Sega Bass fishing one. So you've got the reel on one side, and you've got the fucking a little ratchet. So you can reel and stuff on it, and I love the idea of that. I hope that it's crazy and mad and bonkers, but it's interchangeable.
Yeah, I just want them. I'm really concerned. I'm really concerned that what they've done is they've made a reasonably interesting console, but then they've tried to play it too much on and you can just plug in with your friends and they can use this and it's just like I want that, but what I want is a very solid widescreen gaming experience on the go from Nintendo. That's what I really want. I'm not too worried about whether I give half of the console to a mate of mine to play with me, So we
can fucking lose it or break it, no chance.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be one of those, you want to play? It's a fucking £20. It's a 20 deposit, mate.
Yeah, put it down.
Non-refundable, bitches.
Put the cash down. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I've got a bit of a peculiar one for my penultimate one, because it really works hand in hand with the biggie, and it is my journey into 4K gaming. I'm really looking forward to a technical uplift in my experience, and graphically I've been waiting a long time. I didn't really feel a huge jump between 360 to 1. I noticed there is stuff, and you can feel it when you go back, as you always do, but it just didn't bound as much as I really wanted it to do.
Because obviously, wasn't it, the 360, it was like, you enter into HD gaming, and it's just like, literally no games run at 1080 frames a second. 1080p. And if they do, they sure as shit don't run at 30. So then obviously we had the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. It's like, we've definitely got 1080p gaming sorted now. That is settled. Okay, maybe 900p scaled up, but it's definitely 60 frames. No, but we've locked it at 30 to make sure it's consistent. So we've not even really had the true HD gaming.
I really, really want to have that splooge moment where you look at the TV and you go, that looks great. Yeah. And I haven't had that in a while, and I recognise that it's a huge financial investment. I don't have a 4K TV. I don't, it doesn't support HDR. I've got a PlayStation Pro, so I'm ready to go, but equally I could have done that on my PlayStation 4. But the point is, we're chipping away all the way towards it, and I think it's something which is going to hit the whole community. I think people are generally, over the next few years, going to get pulled over to it, whether they like it or not. And it's just when you're willing to put your hand in your pocket, really. Well,
give it 3 years, 4 years, you won't see 720 TVs on sale anymore.
Yeah, exactly that.
And again,
good riddance.
I was looking, because obviously I had one of the HDMI ports on my TV fucked up. I thought it was my Xbox going. But so obviously buying that, I've now got to replace my TV. I was having a look around, and for what I paid for my telly for 32 1080p, it's like, I think just under a couple £100. So I was like, that's a fucking steal. Grab that. Obviously I don't need a massive TV. It's really solid TV. And then looking at it now, I mean, I think that was 3 years ago, so it wasn't even that long. And you can't even really buy TVs like that anymore. It's just like 32. No, it's 720. We don't even bother with 1080 fucking 32 screens because you can't tell the difference. If you want a 1080 screen, you've got this 40 for about £300. Oh, and it's 4K as well. You're like, what? £300? And they're like, yeah, it's 4K.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be wank, but
so there's lots of great deals out there. I think for those of us who are quite serious about gaming, we want to make sure we get it right. It's one of those things where I see it as an investment. Put it
Are you
going
to be a trailblazer or a follower? Basically, that is the only question that you've got with what's 4K gaming going to do. Which
leads me on to my final item, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Of my 5, Link, not my 6, my 5, is... as I've got it written here, the motherfucking Scorpio, baby, yeah. I'm all about a 6 teraflop pushing beast of a console which can support, sadly they're going to use all that power to support things like, virtual reality gaming and such like, but I really hope somebody just goes, no, bollocks, I'm going to make some crazy looking game which hoons all this power and does something really phenomenal with it.
But is sadly disappointing and lacklustre.
Yeah.
Something like Halo 6.
Yeah, that'd be fine, yeah. But I really want the Scorpio to be something special. And we talk about, you were saying, what's the tipping point? Are you a trailblazer or not? Well, for me, the tipping point is Scorpio. That's the point where the TV will be in place.
This is obviously the aim is to get that in place before that drops.
Yeah, exactly.
Because obviously it will be a big E3 for Microsoft this year.
Oh yes.
A big E3. Well, it's going to be a big E3 full stop because again, according to rumours, obviously the Switch will have dropped, so there'll be a lot of shit coming out for that. Obviously the PS Pro and the VR, there'll be a big push for those. And then obviously Scorpio's announcement and hopefully a final release date and sort of price. Some full final specs and whatnot should drop. So it's going to be huge. It's a huge year ahead.
We don't know enough about this console yet, but do you know what? I'm so glad that Xbox didn't release it this year. 2016. I'm glad they held it back. I hope they're going to spend a year just cramming it. I mean, crowbarring in, jimmying in with a shoehorn as much super powerful technology. I don't want anything I don't want sort of cell processors and all this shit. Make it a standard PC. Just make this thing hum.
Tune the fucker up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good news is obviously you got Intel with all their stuff with like the new generation of processors. I can't remember which. I think it's Kobe Lake. I give up with the names. There was Haswell and Corey's and Jeff's. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you've got all of the new architectures and the opens, the APIs like from NVIDIA for their new card ranges and graphic ranges, and again AMD have got loads of new stuff out. They've got some real fucking far out stuff coming out. So yeah, it's feasible that their comments about it being a fairly sort of robust price and a console sort of price point do stand firm. I mean, originally the Xbox One released at $399, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm always apprehensive. I'm always apprehensive when people say about it'll be at console price, because Sony said that when they released the PlayStation 3, and that was circa £500.
A console doesn't dictate. It's not in the dictionary a £300 machine.
Exactly.
It's a machine. So you'd go to a console and it's a standalone thing. So a console can cost $52 million.
Got my Wii for 180 quid, brand new day one release. Amazing.
That's it. Nintendo always do sort you out, don't they?
Yeah.
They always do.
So there we go, that's my 5. So Link, how's your 5?
I'm just going to go in no particular order. Because I didn't put that much thought into it.
Nor did I, and then you forced me on the microphone to do it, so I think you should go in ascending order as well.
Well, I'm going to let you decide which order is mine.
Okay.
Which one is my top one? So, I'm going to start with Shenmue 3, purely as my 6. Purely because I don't think it'll even make 2017.
Right, okay.
It's due at the end of this year, but the shaky hand, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but really looking forward to it. Obviously seen a few bits and bobs and new screenshots recently from Yu Suzuki. So a couple of videos of just sort of test and prototype stuff, but it's nothing really groundbreaking. We've then got Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, do you know what? I knew this was going to be on your list, and I'm starting. My ears are starting to perk up a little bit on this one now.
I keep checking my fucking Gmail like where was my fucking invite?
Yeah.
Because I'm not missing out like I did with Steep on the alpha. Because if I'd have known that, I could have got the alpha, played that, and just thought, yeah, it'd be alright. I'll leave it now. I can temper my expectations. But no, I'm really, really looking forward to Ghost Recon. I mean, to me, it looks like the game that I wanted the Division to be.
Yeah.
Because I love the Division. I love the setting. I just hated this RPG bullshit. This like we said it time and time again. It works when it's a giant space alien because it's a giant space alien. He's got some technology. It's easily written off. But when it's a man in some bits of tin with a canister of fuel on his back, it's 3 bullets in the canister and you're fucked, mate.
So
that's
literally
disconnect.
everybody I speak with says that.
Yeah.
They either hate the pew pew and they say I want real guns, or they say I don't want any fake bullshit video game-esque scenarios in a real environment. And I've never been quite that way. I'm okay with a human character just being a bullet sponge because I kind of look at it as an RPG. But I do recognise so many people just sit there and go, I hate that. Again,
look at Borderlands. It's fine. Because you look at it and it looks like a cartoon and you know it's over the top and it's ridiculous. And it works for it. It's not taking itself seriously. So it's fine. It's not a serious game. I shouldn't take this too seriously. Yeah, okay, I've put 1,500 rounds into that guy and he's still not dead. But it's alright, I've got 3,000 more. I'm sure it'll do it then. And you carry on. To go Brian ends like you could have done this brilliant survival sort of esque. It's a real the new survival update for the Division's supposed to be unbelievable because it's just fucking hardcore, and that's what they should have done. Yeah, it's a shitstorm down there. You could be fucking ill. You could catch the virus. Anything could happen. But you still got to put 1,800 rounds into this guy first.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it just let it down. But anyway, it's not a bitch about the Division. It's Ghost Recon. Really looking forward to this. I mean, some of the trailers I've seen and the gameplay videos, it's looking everything I want it to be.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go number 4. And that's Absolver.
Okay.
And it's this Dark Souls-esque Kung Fu em-up. Or martial art em-up.
Yeah.
I just love the look of this. It's got really great sort of minimalist art style. So it's not too flashy, there's nothing too distracting, and it's all just about the arts. And it looks to have this really great combo system. And I just really, really intrigued and want to learn more. And obviously it's definitely been announced for the PS4. I can't remember if it's been announced for the PlayStation 1, the Xbox One, but it's definitely PS4, I know.
Yeah. And do you know what? I think there's something about this game reminds me of Bushido Blade a great deal.
Yeah.
About this whole. I know there's no weapons in it. I know it's martial art fighting, but it's the same as Dark Souls. It's this thing about each hit counts. It's just got to work.
You've got to be measured in your approach. It's not going to work button mashing. Well, it probably fucking will, like all fucking fighting games do. But you can't button mash in this game. It's all about skill. And someone just comes in, it's like mash, and you're just like the same fucking judo chop. You've just done that about 1,000 times. You fucking button mashing prick.
Yeah.
It's like but who lost?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's looking awesome. So where did I get to? I was on 4.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, then we have Sea of Thieves.
So Sea of Thieves was on my list as well. And it was on my list because I think it's one of those great. It's everybody's I'm pinning my hopes on this. So we saw the Rare Relife or Revive or whatever it was with the 30-year game pack, and there's some solid games in there, and they also reminded me of some of their missteps also. And then I remembered that the point where that game steps off and they turned into real shit and started doing all the Kinect games, because obviously they bought out by Microsoft, I was just like, So there's a lot of my hopes and prayers pinned to this game.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to describe what Rare was to me, and they were like the Pixar of video games.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, how so? They said that Rare games are for everyone. Because you can have your little 5-year-old kid playing Banjo-Kazooie, and then his dad sat there next to him watching him play will see something and crack up.
Yeah.
And the kid will not know a fucking clue why.
Mm.
The same way that you can watch Shrek, the first one, or any of the Pixar films. It's just got that level of almost sort of
Two-layer,
adultness
yeah.
to it
Yeah.
that just goes over loads of people's heads. I love that about Rare, and they are a bit filthy and a bit dirty and a bit, go on and let's see if we can get away with it.
I've got some... everything I've seen of Sea of Thieves so far. So I was very excited that they were doing a pirate game. Like, cool. We're trying to get our shit together. Cool. It's got this kind of look. Cool. And then everything else I've seen since then is I've just thought, but do I want to stand there pulling ropes for 20 minutes, or is it really going to be a fleshed out game, or is it just going to be a sort of a community experience a little bit? You know?
Sort of like the Tomorrow Children.
Yeah.
Because there's no real game to it from what I can see, and there's no real incentive for me, which is why I've played it once and never turned it back on since.
Yeah, and this is what worries me. I need the fleshing out of the game a bit now.
Well, don't forget, obviously, it's...
Beta.
There is a beta due, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
At some point. And they have said that they're going around and they're re-prototyping, because obviously the first video we saw, it was like a crew of about 15, and then obviously when we saw it back at E3 last year, it was only a crew of 4.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're like, we don't know if 4 is the right number, it might be 6, it might be 8, it might be less, we don't know. So they're still trying to finesse the mechanics of it for it to be a really tight, cohesive...
And that's exactly my point, is that usually in these sort of scenarios, you take something such as Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, right? You can take that whole ship experience, right, and you can separate that, and you can say, I can see how I could make a game out of that.
Yes.
Where what Rare have got with Sea of Thieves is, okay, we kind of want to do something like this, but it doesn't work like that, and it doesn't work like this. And for me, it's like, no, you need at the beginning to be driving with, right, I want 4 core players, and they each have an important role, and that's what drives the rest of the build. And it worries me that they're thinking of this sort of stuff at that point, because you think, well, how well bedded and mature and fully realised is the gameplay going to be if you're still working this shit out?
I think the gameplay itself is fine. Like everything I've seen of it, they've got all of the beats that they've got. It could be a great game. It's just now getting some of the other components right for it to round off well, as opposed to, and like you say, because the problem is that if you stick it with 8 and then 8's too many, you can't then go back and say we've got to cut it back to 6, and it's going to be that horrible one. Like you say, it's going to be a lot of iteration over the next sort of 4 or 5 months of them trying to nail out. Obviously, I think there's an insider program.
Yeah.
So there's alpha testing going off with players to get feedback and find out what's what and what works and what doesn't. So I think it's the main components of the game are set, and they know where they're at and what the whole core of the game is. They've got the mechanics down. Now it's just implementing the right setup and player counts and that kind of stuff, and just making sure it all works together and it's fun.
I hope they get their shit together and it works, because
me too.
I would also like to go on the record to say that if you fuck this up, Rare, I'm
You're
done.
dead to me.
You're fucking dead. You've had a lot of missteps, and this is your big hurrah to say we've still got it. So you breast, start bringing it to the table. So what else you got, Link?
Big one for me though is Red Dead.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2. I mean, enough said really.
Yeah, there's just got a lot of potential, and the last game was so great. It's hopefully it's going to be that way.
The trailer looked unbelievable. I mean, I know it's not going to look like that on the One or the PS4. So obviously that's clearly a PC build. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I mean, it might look like that on Scorpio.
Maybe, yeah.
That might be a case. But you know, regardless of, even it is toned down graphically, it will still look unbelievable. I mean, even GTA Online, GTA 5 still, which is a remaster of a 360 game, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it still looks great.
It still looks unbelievable. There's moments that ask me in absolute awe. You're like, that looks unbelievable. I should get my phone out and take a picture of that.
It's always the sun rises and sunsets, yeah.
Generally, the one I always find is as you're coming on Route 68, and you've obviously got the city to yourself. Obviously, you get the sun rising up over just as you're going past all the church and stuff, and it comes over there. It looks unbelievable. But there's so many bits in that game that just have me in awe. And I hope that Red Dead 2 does the same. I And I love this whole idea of this posse, and you roll around and it's drop in and out multiplayer. And again, well, that's obviously speculation. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but it's a hype.
I would like to see some seamless in and out multiplayer. Yeah.
Well, people like you say the Wildland, that's going to be drop in, drop out. Loads of other games have been managing it. The problem with obviously GTA is that it's not designed for that, and it's on old creaky systems that it was designed for, so it was never gonna be able to manage it. But there shouldn't be any problems.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what they do, man. We'll see.
Yeah, is it autumn? Obviously, touch wood, it doesn't slip.
We'll see.
But I think a couple of those might.
So, a little bit of housekeeping now for the B button. So, do you know what? I think we're going to mix it up a little bit this year. We've decided. We're not giving out any details yet, but we want to give a little refresh.
Plans are afoot.
Yes, they are indeed. So, as I said, no specific date, no specific time, but long story short is we're looking to develop and grow the B button a bit more. So how that's going to happen, well, you'll have to see in the future, folks. But we're definitely looking forward to an exciting 2017.
That we are. Even for just games.
Yeah.
Let alone the podcast.
So there it is, folks. That's the first one of the year, episode number 41, and let they crack on for the rest of the year. I guess we should probably just think about some final thoughts, Link. Some final thoughts. So, any final thought for yourself?
Obviously, insert whatever deity suits you, but I hope that Red Dead doesn't slip. I really fucking do.
Final thought for me is I'm all about an amazing gaming experience 2017. So from Angry Link Kids,
adios.
And from the Baron, I'm out.